course, in the hard-hit states like Florida. New developments this morning, though, in the controversy over home foreclosures in Florida, the state with the third highest foreclosure rate in the United States. The rising number of bank moratoriums on foreclosures is thwarting the efforts of state officials to clear this backlog. Earlier this year, the Florida state legislature backed a plan to speed up these proceedings, but some of those judges were considering foreclosure cases in as little as 30 seconds. Okay, well, meanwhile, the politics of the foreclosures are heating up. My next guest says the delay will impact the nation's economic recovery. Alex Sanchez is the CEO of the Florida Bankers Association up here in New York for a change. Alex, nice to see you.
Great to see you, Betty. How are you?
Good, good. And I saw your head nod when I was saying, look, this is going to delay essentially the clearing out of these foreclosures.
Right. And Betty, look, if someone has been wronged here in this process, let's make them whole. But let's not hold up the hundreds of thousands of homes that really need to be cleared and sold so our economic recovery can continue. Now, I will tell you, before a banker even files a foreclosure lawsuit, that's a very painful decision, something that the banker has tried to work out for months and months and months with the mortgage holder. And when it's not successful, and then when everything has been exhausted, then they file the foreclosure.
But it sounds like some of these processes have gone awry, though. I mean, judges approving cases in 30 seconds, lawyers not showing up, the buyers themselves not showing up, or the sellers?
Well, the problem is what they call it is the rocket docket. I mean, there's thousands of these cases. Many of them are flippers. Many of them are not the homesteaded property. Okay. And having this moratorium is just going to slow up our economic process. Recent reports have shown that we're never going to get to the bottom and start going up if we can't get these homes resold in the marketplace.
Right. You can't clear out that inventory.
You cannot. So, and when you buy a home, what happens, Betty? You buy refrigerators. You put new floors down. You buy furniture. So it's really going to hurt our economic recovery in states like Florida.
Right. You pile all that money into these homes.
Right.
Okay, so Alex, but do you have any hard numbers for us, though, as to how much this is going to cost the banks in Florida?
It's going to cost us a lot because, again,
what's a lot? Let's say
a lot is, we've had a lot of bank failures in Florida. I don't have a specific number, but I will say this, Betty, that our banks are a reflection of our economy, and if we cannot get real estate moving in Florida, which is an essential part of our state economy, that's really going to hurt us long term. So these moratoriums, and I'm very concerned about the politicalization of this issue. This is not an issue for politics. I commend the president for getting involved here and saying this is these moratoriums is not the right thing to do. I commend our attorney general.
But you're saying it's a draconian step then for something that looks to be like a technicality.
Exactly. Again, if someone has been wronged, let's make them whole, and let's get the.
Well, do you know that anyone has been wronged in Florida?
No, I have not. I have not. I think that the fundamentals are that the person has not paid their mortgage. In some cases, these people have abandoned their homes.
Right.
And the home is, again, the neighbors in that neighborhood want that house sold so their values can be restored by not having a foreclosed property across the street from them.
Okay, but these banks in Florida, though, I mean, are you able to say, though, at least how many of them, have foreclosed homes on their portfolios, or where are they most exposed?
Obviously along our coastal areas, there's a lot, but it's all over the state of Florida, Betty, and I don't have a specific number, but again, our bankers, real estate, as you know, is an essential part of our state economy.
Right.
And if we can't get these properties moving as we have been and clearing out the inventory, as you said earlier, it's going to hurt the state of Florida.
And what are the banks asking you to do?
Well, obviously I'm working with folks in Washington and folks like you to get the word out. And I think it's very important that the policymakers listen to you, Betty, because this is a very important part for our economy.
Well, I mean, the press is certainly covering this this development. Okay, Alex, thank you so much.
Great to see you.
Appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you. Great to see you.
Nice to see you as well.